Okay, hello. This is a direct message to Team Ninja regarding Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I want to give you guys some feedback, Team Ninja. I want to give you guys my feedback of the game, of the demo. Just for background, I have played all the Ninja Gaidens, the mainline Ninja Gaidens 1, 2, and 3. I played both Neos, Neo 1 and Neo 2. I am very familiar. I love both those games. I actually prefer the Neo games personally, so this is right up my alley. Overall, first impressions, love the game. Love what you guys are doing. The deflect system is great. I love how you still have the Neo DNA in here, and the jump button is good. I love that you guys added jump. But one thing right off the bat is the blood on the sword. So after you fight someone, I want my blood. In Neo 2, you guys have the character will wipe the blood off their blade. And this one, they just put the blade away. So that's my first, piece of criticism is you should have the blade. That is cool how the blood stays on the blade, but in Neo 2, if you stand still after you attack, they will swipe the blade and the blood will slide off and it'll splatter all over the ground. Like the little attention to detail that you had in Neo 2, I think you definitely need to bring back here. The drinking animation, when you're trying to drink your health potion, is laggy. It's not very smooth. I think you guys could smooth that up, make it more fluid. Because when I'm drinking, like a lot of times during the boss battles, I'll press the up button and my character just won't drink. He won't, He takes a while to activate the animation for drinking, for healing. So I think that needs to be improved, the drinking animation. Let me see if I can fight somebody and let me get hit. And then I'll show you what I mean as I'm drinking. Okay, so I got hit here a little bit. Now I'm pressing the button. See, it's laggy. It's laggy. It's not fluid, Hold on. There. Oh, I'm dead. Shit. Yeah, it just doesn't feel very responsive when you press the button to... When you press the button to heal, I think it needs work. I'm dead. So there's that. What else? The HUD itself is very busy. The HUD itself is very busy. And I suck right now, not only because it's a new game, but because I don't have my controls set up the right way that I want to. I want to set the controls up a certain way where I map the buttons the way that I want. I don't even know if you guys have that. Let me check, actually. Let's see. Control settings. Can you guys do that? Yeah, right now you only have a couple. Yeah, you gotta have completely remappable controls. Yeah. So that's another piece of feedback. The HUD is too busy. I don't want the health bar and the stamina right under my character. You see that? I don't want that. I don't know how anyone thought that was a good idea. Like, look, it's blocking my character right there. The green health bar and the spirit bar, that's blocking my character. So allow freedom with the HUD, Team Ninja. I know no one really does this, but I don't see why anyone can't do it. Allow freedom with the HUD. If I want to move that health bar to the bottom left, allow me to. If I want to put it on the top left, allow us to. Allow us to move the HUD around. Not only that, but I want to be able to take off the HUD. A lot of this stuff is too busy. All these numbers, I already took the map off, as you can see on the top right of the screen. I want the HUD to be completely off. I don't want anything on here. I don't want the numbers on the bottom left, the 6,344, like the Amrita. I don't want that there. And the top right, whatever those numbers are up there. I want to be able to take off everything in the game. So the only thing I should see is the little cursor when I lock on to my enemy. That's the only thing that should show up on my HUD. At least for me. Once again, you want to add customization. You want to allow your players to customize how they're going to play the game. Oh shit. Down to whatever detail they want, Shit. I suck. So yeah, the animation, the graphics in general, I think you guys need to improve. I feel like in some ways these are better than Neo 2's, but in some ways they're not. Like, you've never been too good with your leaves. Like, look at these leaves here. very flat textures. You gotta thicken these things up, man. Thicken up the textures. Just the graphics in general, you know, the hair and stuff looks a little shimmery. So I think the graphics need to be improved big time. The fluidity is pretty good. It seems like it's 60 frames, and I like that. What else? Oh, the loot. Don't get me started. So it's just like Neo had the same exact problem, you guys. The loot. First of all, you should be able to make anything look like anything else. So if I want to make these pants look like another pair of pants, you should be able to do that. I think you had that in Neo, where you could make them look a certain way. You should obviously have that in the game. But the problem is, the main problem, guys, is there's too much loot. Too much, just like Neo. It's just too much. Like, I don't want all these different types of pants. I'd rather if you just focused on like 5 different kinds of pants and gloves and helmet and chest pieces. Focus on a few, and then you can allow customization within those. Focus on quality over quantity. That's what I'm trying to say. Quality over quantity. I'd rather have only a few things in the game that are really good and I care a lot about them, versus having, you know, a million different things that I don't care about at all. So focus on quality over quantity. There's just too much armor. Same thing with the weapons, you know, too many weapons in the game. Like, I picked up so many different swords. They're all the same, you know, iron sword, bronze sword. Like, it's just jade guarded sword. Too many different types of swords. Allow us to customize the way they look and the way they play. That's what you should focus on. Focus on the customization of a few weapons. 2 great examples that come to mind are God of War 2018 and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You know, these games have very few weapons and armor pieces, but they allow you to customize them big time. At least Zelda didn't. It had very few weapons, but you could, like, you know, you could wear what kind of tunic you wanted to wear, or use your light arrows, your fire arrows, your ice arrows. Like, you could use the best item for that particular instance, right? For whatever was happening. So I'd rather just have like one type of sword, or like 3 types of swords, 3 types of axes, 3 types of spears, and just focus on those, you know, and then you can add customizations to them, you know, add lightning and, you know, how heavy they are, how light they are, how much damage they do, things like that. Really focus on, instead of having a bunch of loot like you did in Neo, it's just too much. You're running around picking up everything, you have to sort through all of it, it's just a big task. God of War, you got 2 weapons, you know what I mean? You got your blades and you got your axe, and then you can really customize it to your heart's content and use different sockets, right? You can put different enchantments into the weapons and make them your own. Another piece of feedback is the clipping. Like, see how I walk through these, you know, these bushes and stuff? Like, you guys got to get rid of this. I know you're better than that. You guys can do it. Just update your tech, get new tech, use Unreal Engine 5 if you have to. Just get rid of this type of clipping. And there's no splashing in the water here. That's another thing. My girlfriend was not happy about that. There's no splashing when I'm running. Like, see my feet? Like, there's no splashing. There's splashing, I guess, when I jump a little bit. That's good. But you got to have splashing when I'm running. You know, I don't really see anything here. It should be kicking up water left and right. The pop-in, as you see right there, the textures, see that? You guys got to fix this. The textures and the pop-in and the draw distance on how far away things are and when they pop into the screen, you got to fix that as well. It's unacceptable in this day and age. You know, when we got Unreal Engine 5 out here, there's no excuse for games to look like this. I really think you got to improve the graphics big time. What else? Oh yeah, so the blood is still on my blade. That's cool. But I would like a way to, like, clean it. You know, there should be a way to clean the blade off. You know, and if the blade's touching the water like that, it should be moving the water. You know, my blade as I'm running is in the water. It should be kicking up little splashes. Animations are pretty good, pretty smooth. Like I said, love the double jump. The counter, the best thing you guys have here. I love the counter. Let's see. Get out your thing. Come here. Let's go. I love the deflect, I guess is what you guys call it. If I can do it. Oh my god. Guess not. I'm dead. Love the deflect in this game, man. It's really cool. It's a unique thing. Even though I wasn't able to do it right there. I'm sorry, I suck so bad right now. Trust me, I'm not this bad. I just don't have my controls the right way because I can't customize the controls. You don't have the customization available. Oh yeah, and you can cancel your drinking animation, which is terrible. Like, sometimes when I'm trying to drink, I'll start moving after I drink, and then my guy won't drink his health, which is just unacceptable, you know? But yeah, there's too much on the screen overall. Like, come on. I am terrible, man. The enemy AI could use improvement. There we go. Love that. Enemy AI could use improvement as well. Come on. I like how his blade is coated in blood, though. That's good. But yeah, the clipping. Oh, I suck. Go ahead. There it is. Enemy AI could use improvement. The clipping, like I said, with the cloth and stuff like that, you know. Just things appearing through other objects. Objects, you know, clipping into one another. It's just unacceptable to me. Other than that, you know, the music's okay. Neo 2's music was far and away better. It really was. The Neo 2 music was absolutely exceptional. The soundtrack does have moments when it's up there in that quality, but not, from what I heard overall, it's below Neo's music. And I believe it's the same composer. It sounds similar. It sounds like it's the same person or director composing the music. So that's a good thing. You guys should talk about that, you know. But it really does need improvement, in my opinion. It needs to be more epic, you know. It has some good calm, like I like this music. This calm music is great, but it still is not as, it doesn't hit like Neo's. It doesn't hit my soul and my heart like Neo's did. Also, another thing, when you die, there's no death music. You know, I want to have the death music. You know, I love that death music, freed from this mortal coil that you have in Neo. It's probably my favorite song in the entire series, so I really hope you guys lean into death music. Come up with your own death theme. When you die and you're in that loading screen, I want to hear some music. Put some music into the death screen, just like you did in Neo. Oh yeah, in the morale, I'm not sure. I don't really understand it. It's too early to tell with the morale stuff. But like, it seems to me, if I understand somewhat correctly, is that as you fight through the level, you kind of build up your morale or your spirit. I don't know what you call it. And then you can unlock different magic abilities, like on the bottom right over there of the screen, that you can eventually use. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of want to be able to use all of my magic from the start, but I'll have to play more and figure that out. Because like I loved in Neo, where you have like your slots and you could like figure out how much, you know, points you're gonna put into what magic, and then carry that amount of magic with you. I really enjoyed what you guys did with Neo. I literally thought it was perfect. It was flawless. But with this, I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna like it overall in the game when it comes out, because I don't want to like start. I don't know if I want to start every level kind of weak without my magic, and then have to kill a bunch of enemies in order to unlock magic that I should have from the beginning. You know, like my electric or my poison or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I want to be able to turn off all this stuff, like the stuff above his head there. You know, I want to turn off all those numbers. I don't need to see all that. I'd prefer to have it all off. The enemy designs are pretty good. You repeat a lot of enemies here, but you know, I guess that's understandable. You know, things get repeated in these types of games. You know, come on. If you can, I would make the dodge button the same as the run. I don't know if you can, because it's the deflect too. But maybe if you're just like holding it, you know, you can run. I don't like having them be separate. A lot of games like Neo did it, where if you hold the dodge button, you can run. So I want to be able to have one button for dodge and sprint. You know. Yeah. I think there's something to be said also about being able to hold your attacks. So like right now I'm just pressing the normal attack, but if you hold down the square, it should charge up some kind of thing. Same thing with heavy attack. You know, that charges it up. At least you can charge your heavy, it seems, but not your light. I think you should be able to charge both. You should be able to charge both of your attacks. What else? Yeah, the clipping, you know, I love that you can jump. The gameplay overall is great. I guess you could do a little better with the like motion blur or the motion blur and the frame rate, you know, stabilize it. I don't know if this is a solid 60. Stabilize that shit. Yeah. The battle flags are okay. They're nothing compared to the shrines, though, and those little kodamas. You know, I really think you guys could have them come. And I think do the shrines have their own music, too? Does this have its own music? No. Like, the battle flags should have their own music, just kind of like the shrines did. They had that little sound effect going on in there with the kodamas. So there's just a lot more attention to detail I noticed in Nioh. That I'm just not seeing here. I'm just not seeing the attention to detail like I did in Nioh with this game. And I know you guys can do it because you've done it before. So, and this is a later game that came after Nioh. So to me, there's no excuse. You should absolutely have all the quality of life improvements that Nioh had. You know, I mean, this is okay looking, but it's nothing compared to the shrines, you guys. You know? It's just not as cool. It's not as epic. And see that clipping right there? How the flag's like going through the metal pole. Let's see when the wind stops for a second. You saw it clip through. Come on, but the wind would stop. The top of the flag. But yeah. So I addressed the clipping. You guys know what I mean. You know, having materials and fabrics. Yeah, go through each other. See this little tassel here going through the flag. We don't want that. You want the objects to interact seamlessly with one another, not go into each other and through each other. So yeah, other than that, I mean, I love the game. I'm buying it day one. I'm going to be getting the game for sure. I'm thoroughly excited to play. Oh, is this a new area that I didn't even discover yet? No, it's okay. It's just from a different angle. So yeah, I want to be able to turn off all this stuff, you know, all the stuff on their heads. Yeah, but it's just it's a great game. It really is. Team Ninja, you guys are one of the best developers in the world right now, and never change. You know. Oh, chest slider. Right, I saw it there. I saw it in the character customization menu. But please allow us to go freaky with it, like Dead or Alive type freaky. That was another thing. Yes, I'm so glad I didn't end the video. Not only the chest slider and, you know, the legs and ass slider. You know, you want to have girls. If you're going to make the girls, you want to be able to customize them to your heart's content. There should barely be any limit. Make them look, if we want to, I want to make my character look like a Dead or Alive girl. You know what I mean? Or Rachel from Ninja Gaiden. So allow the chest slider to be bigger than Nioh 2's, and same with the legs and the ass slider. You know, put an ass slider in. You guys don't even have one. Put one in. You will get lots of love, I promise you. And I will support you forever. Not only that, you guys, please add female armor. That's something I don't think you ever did in Nioh 2 either. Dead or Alive has it. You know, the female, add those outfits that the girls wear. Those outfits, man, are beautiful. They're sexy. They're awesome. They're badass. They have that Japanese, Chinese look to them, that Asian look. Please, 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 Team Ninja, add those outfits to the game, you know. Just take, if you don't want to be, you know, if you don't want too much work, just literally go into the Dead or Alive catalog of Dead or Alive 1 through 6, all the Dead or Alive games. Take the females, all of their outfits and their body types, and Extreme Beach Volleyball, take all of their outfits and their body types and port them over into the game. Let us truly make the characters that we want. Absolutely. You know? And same thing with like Ryu Hayabusa. If people want to bring him into here, let them create their own ninja that dresses and looks like Ryu. Because he's badass. And I've seen your guys' interview, like, Ryu's like a superhero to you guys over at Team Ninja. You know, he's like your mascot. You guys have a lot of respect for him. And so do I. So bring him in some way, you know? Bring his spirit into the game. and the female armor sets, like I said. And female animations, like the male and females should have they should have different animations. I know that's going to be a lot more work, but I truly believe it. That would create, diversity and more exclusivity to the character. So it would give you a reason to want to play a male and then a female character, because they have different animations and maybe, different styles of play. You see what I'm saying? So maybe the male, has more aggressive, hard-hitting attacks, where the female's quicker but has more flowy attacks, and if you don't want to change the damage or anything like that, just, like I said, change how they move and how it looks, but still have the same amount of time to complete a certain animation, and have the same damage dealt. That's fine if you want to keep it even, but they should look different, the way that they move, the males and females, the boys and the girls, So yeah, that's about it. Graphics need to be improved, quality over quantity with the weapons. You want to have less weapons, less armor, but more customization and more quality. Instead of having, 100 different swords, have like 5. And they can be the elements, like I said earlier, you can have them be like the Chinese elements, the wood, the metal, the fire, the water, and the earth. You can have them focus on those elements, It doesn't, you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. It doesn't have to be Diablo with all these infinite amount of weapons and armor pieces. You can just focus on a few and really narrow it down. But like I said, I love the counter. The counters are great, the deflects. Damn, I did it too early. Oh, I suck. There it is. More blood, more dismemberment. Like, I don't see any dismemberment. Add dismemberment, the clipping and the environments, get rid of that. Add lots more blood, lots of dismemberment. I mean, just make it gory and visceral and sexy and all these things. You guys are Team Ninja, for God's sakes, Go in, embrace it. Embrace who you are, embrace your roots. And I remember in Ninja Gaiden, you're just slicing people's heads off and their arms and legs. Like, let it go flying, Let the head roll down the hill and the blood just, like, trail out of it. Just really get into it. Lean into the games that you make and who you are as a developer. But yeah, look at that. See the 5 in my health bar? You got to get rid of that. You got to be able to move that out of the way. That's blocking my character. You don't want it on the bottom middle of the screen. Move that. Allow us to move it wherever we want. Maybe some people do want it on the bottom. I never would. I'd want it on the bottom left, personally. Or the top left. Somewhere on the corner of the screen. Personally. Maybe top middle. Maybe. But never on the bottom middle where my character is. That's just blocking me. Or her. It's just blocking my character. So I don't want that. And allow us to turn the HUD off entirely. Like I said, I don't want to see anything on my screen. I want to be totally immersed in the game. If anything, the only thing I should see is when I click on an enemy and I want to, see the little, the toggle. That's all I should see. So yeah, that's about it. You guys are like my favorite. You guys might be my favorite developer in the world right now. Literally. I love From Software as well, but man, do I have a special place in my heart for Team Ninja and Nioh. I personally like Nioh 2 more than I do Elden Ring, and that's just me. I know I'm in the minority saying that, but that's just how I feel. The combat is tighter. Love the music more. The character customization is way better. The spells are cooler. Yeah, Nioh 2, man, is incredible. And you guys are just doing more of that here, and I love it. So, thanks for watching. I think that's about it. Team Ninja, I hope you guys see this video. I hope you guys actually get a chance to watch it. And I really think you guys should, take seriously what we say, the players that have lots of hours put into your game. It's one thing if you ask a bunch of people that don't play your games, it's like, okay, well, they don't even buy your products and play your stuff. You should ask the players that play it the most, that have beaten the games the most, that have the most passion for the quality products that you make. And take their opinions into consideration, because they're the ones you're making the game for, I understand you want to bring new players in, but you also want to appease your fans, the ones who helped you get where you are today, Keep the difficulty hard, keep it brutal. If you want to add difficulty levels, I guess you could, difficulty settings. you could, but I like that there's not. And if you do add them, I mean, I'll be okay with it. I'm just going to go on the hardest difficulty anyway. That's just how I am. I play all my games on the hardest difficulty. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, oh, also, please allow us, if we want to take off our armor, if we want to wear our armor but not have it showing on our body, allow that. You allow it with the head. You allow it with the head armor, but please allow it with the rest of the body. If I want to have chest armor on, but I don't want it to show, if I want to be shirtless like I am here, allow us to do that. Customization should be the name of the game with all of your video games. You want to allow the players to customize their characters to look the way that they want and play the way that they want. Don't force us to look a certain way, you know? So yeah, if I want to have my shirt off but still be wearing a chest piece and have the perks and the buffs of that chest, please allow that. And increase the chest slider and hopefully add an ass slider, allow us to make our characters sexy if we want to make them that way. I think we should have full customization over that kind of stuff, you know? Don't limit your players. Allow your players to make the character they want to make. Otherwise, keep it up, man. Keep it up, you guys. I love you, Team Ninja. No microtransactions, no bullshit, no scamming. You guys are great. No gambling, no NFTs. Just make quality games, quality products with passion and love, and I will support you until the day I die. I promise you. I promise you I will. All right? Take care. You guys are awesome. Never stop being you. Never stop being Team Ninja. All right? I will see you when Wulong ships. I believe, I don't know if you guys have the release date, maybe March 2023. See you then. I am the Lion of Truth.